Jonathan Harker, an English lawyer, travels to Transylvania. He's going to Count Dracula's castle. Dracula has bought a house in England and Jonathan has to finalize the deal. The castle is isolated and creepy. Jonathan meets Dracula. The Count is old with sharp teeth and strange habits. The Count is old with sharp teeth and strange habits. Jonathan realizes he's trapped. He sees Dracula climb walls like a lizard. Jonathan finds out Dracula sleeps in a coffin during the day. There are also 3 female vampires in the castle. They want to bite Jonathan, but Dracula stops them. Jonathan fears for his life. He finds a way to escape. He goes back to England, sick and traumatized. Dracula also travels to England, but in a coffin filled with his native soil. He travels by ship, the Demeter. When the ship lands, everyone on it is dead. Dracula has killed them. Lucy Westenra, Jonathan's friend, Mina's best friend, starts sleepwalking. Dr. John Seward, who runs a mental hospital, notices. He loves Lucy, but she is engaged to another man, Arthur. Lucy becomes pale and weak. 2 small bite marks appear on her neck. 2 small bite marks appear on her neck. Dr. Seward can't figure out Lucy's illness. He calls his friend, Professor Van Helsing, for help. Van Helsing sees the bite marks and knows. He doesn't tell the others right away. He just says Lucy is in great danger. They give her blood transfusions, trying to save her. One night, Lucy and her mother are attacked. Her mother dies of shock. Lucy dies too, but then she comes back to life. She's different. She's now a vampire. Van Helsing and the group find out. They decide they need to save Lucy's soul. They go to her tomb. They find vampire Lucy. She's trying to bite a child. They chase her away. They decide to kill the vampire Lucy to save her soul. They drive a stake through her heart and cut off her head. It's brutal, but now Lucy's soul is free. The group decides to hunt Dracula down. They want to save England from the vampire threat. Mina, Jonathan's fiancée, joins them, but Dracula bites her. Now, she's connected to him. She can hear his thoughts. This is both a curse and a blessing. Using Mina's connection, the group tracks Dracula. They find his house in England. They find the coffins filled with his soil. They sprinkle holy water on the soil, making it useless to Dracula. Now, Dracula can't sleep or recover his strength. Dracula tries to get back to Transylvania. He wants to be safe in his castle. The group chases him. It's a race against time. If they don't catch him before he reaches his castle, they might never get another chance. The chase is intense. The group splits up. Some go by train, others by horse. They want to corner Dracula. Mina is getting weaker. The vampire bite is affecting her. Finally, they catch up to Dracula. They find him just miles from his castle. There's a final battle. Quincy Morris, one of Lucy's former suitors, is killed, but they manage to kill Dracula. They stab him in the heart and cut off his head. Dracula's body turns to dust. With Dracula dead, Mina is free from his bite. She and Jonathan get married and have a child. They name him after Quincy, the man who died saving them. The story ends with a note of hope. But there's also a warning. Evil like Dracula can exist anywhere, and we must always be on guard. That's the story of Dracula by Bram Stoker. It's a tale of horror, bravery, and the fight between good and evil. If you're curious to know more about it, you can listen to the full summary on our YouTube channel or Spotify. That wraps up another episode of our wonderful journey through books. We traveled page by page, chapter by chapter, discovering the magic that lies within each story. If you enjoyed this adventure and you can't wait to jump into our next book, be sure to follow us on Spotify so you never miss a story. Remember, each book opens a new world, and we're here to guide you through it, one summary at a time. We're making books simpler, easier, and more exciting just for you. Don't forget, you can share our podcast with your friends and family so they can join us on our reading adventures too. And until our next book-filled journey, keep reading, keep learning, and most importantly, keep dreaming. This is Redis, the podcast that brings books to life for everyone.